You may be seated, and as you're seated, let's go through the 34th Psalm real quickly. There's so much to look at here. The first thing I would say is in verse 1, I will bless the Lord at all times. When David was at his extremity, when he was at his depth, when he was overwhelmed and losing it, emotionally losing it, mentally it appeared, you know, when that was going on, the Lord was his delight. He never lost sight. He said, I will bless the Lord at all times. There's a beautiful song. You probably know it. I will bless the Lord at all times, for he has made me glad. And I'll say of the Lord, and he goes through that whole list, he's my strength, my fortress, my deliverer. He is the one. And David was saying, I will bless the Lord at all times. He is my delight. His praise will continually be in my mouth. My soul will make its boast of the Lord. You see, he delighted in God. Yes, he was wrong. I mean, this whole deal was wrong. He shouldn't have been there. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But in spite of that, God used it for his glory. And God was looking down at this pretending, insane man trying to work his way out of this situation. And God said, what I see inside of you is right here. You want to bless the Lord at all times. You want to praise me. You're trying to get yourself out of this situation, but I know your heart. Isn't it nice? He knows our frame, that we're dust. He knows that we're like a bruised reed and a smoking flax. He knows that we're weak. And he looks on us with compassion. And that's what I see him doing with David. But look at verse 3. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. He gives the glory to God. He wanted God to be glorified even in his weakness. And look at verse 4. I sought the Lord. Even in tough times, he always sought the Lord. His eye is always on the Lord. While he is spitting and scratching and crawling around, whatever he was doing, his eye was on the Lord. It wasn't his act that delivered him. It wasn't his clever theatrics. Just like it's not our whatever we do sometimes when we get out of a tough time. It's the Lord. Verse 4, I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. Remember I tell you, and right there in that fourth verse, the most often repeated negative prohibition, the thing God asks us most often not to do, is to not fear. You see, fear is the realm of the evil one. God does not give us a spirit of fear. God gives us a spirit of power. His overwhelming, embracing love and of a sound mind. He garrisons our minds. It's the devil that makes us want to fear. The righteous are to be as bold as a lion. The wicked run when no one's chasing them. They're afraid all the time. But God says the righteous are to be bold, and he delivered me from my fears. Now, what that means is, why God says most often don't fear is we fear so quickly, so rapidly, so frequently. And David is fearful. So don't think that, and don't feel guilty every time you fear. Just do what David did. And that's the lesson right here, verse 4. Seek the Lord and let him hear you and deliver you from your fears. Don't just go through life in denial and say, I just can't handle it. I'm not supposed to fear. I don't know what to do. When you fear, seek the Lord, he says, and he'll deliver us.